Hello, people of the interwebs! Welcome back to RGOGNOCA, really good old games no one cares about. Today, by popular request, we are playing Klonoa Door to Phantomile, and it's requested for a very good reason. Some might actually say this is arguably the best game on the PS1. I personally disagree, but I will say this. There was a time when this was the most expensive PS1 game on the market, just a few years ago. I had a friend who's knowledgeable about these kind of things, and I told him I had this game, and he said, you know, that's the most expensive PS1 game in the world right now. Like, it goes for the highest rate of any game on the PS1. And he's like, do you actually have it? Like, with the box and the manual? I'm like, yeah, I have all that. And he's like, you have it with you? I'm like, yeah. So I go in my room and get it, and I bring it out to him, and the look on his face as he took it was just like, it was like I was handing him some priceless sacred relic. So, you know, if you don't know this game, if you don't know it by reputation, not shocking. Kind of like Tomba, this is a game that's, everyone who's played it loves it. Not many people have played it. It was one of those games. But I do have it. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. Yeah, I erased the file. No. Back. Wander. Okay. So, much like with Tomba, I actually played the second game before the first one. The first one I didn't play until I was an adult. Because, for the same reason, you know, the sequel was the one that was in the game rental store I used to frequent as a kid. And the first game, I was a little late to catch. But, I knew it by reputation for a while. I've played it. Now, here's the thing. I have tried to do a Let's Play of this game before. No one on the internet has seen it. I never got around to uploading it. I never got to upload it. I can think of one case where it was like in the interim during the 8-year gap in my channel, where I was trying some new editing software and new this, that, the other thing. Some new, you know, recording hardware, whatever. None of it went well, so that entire recording... I got the recording, but then the audio for the second half of it corrupted, so that all got thrown out. I'm not sure if there was another time I tried to record this Let's Play. But either way, here's hoping it goes well this time. Oh dear. Wander, yes. That is who I am. Blah-de-blah-de-blah. We're all good, I think. As always, I'm not going to talk over the cutscenes. I'm not going to insult any of the games I showcase on this channel with my non-existent voice acting. Also, they speak an interesting language. Apparently in both games, apparently it is an actual language that can be translated. But you're gonna have to look it up. I don't know much about it. So this game, much like Tomba, is a 2.5D platformer. It's a lot smoother than Tomba. It's kind of hard to explain, but the game feels a lot more responsive. It's a lot snappier. And yes, you can catch enemies, and you can throw them, or you can use them to get a double jump. And that's pretty much it for the whole game. There's not much change on the mechanics. I am more familiar with the sequel, but this game is not difficult. I wouldn't call it difficult. And also, it is quite short. So, episodes are probably going to be shorter. I'm probably going to upload them one chapter at a time, unless that proves to be ungodly short. And B, this series will not go on for too long. Yeah, it's not difficult. I know. Oh, by the way, you might see this and think that this is a torso. This is actually a head. The person in question, their hairstyle looks like arms when translated to this stone facade. But no, this is actually a person's face, not their torso. Caddy. If anyone remembers, I had a, I would sometimes say things about things Cat Icarus would say in his reviews of PS1 games, which he's long since abandoned in favor of much more insane things, and more power to him, honestly. But, a bit though. Oh yeah, the thing that you shoot, it can pop these bubbles. And you get a hover ability. Apparently there's been some debate as to whether Klonoa is a rabbit or a cat due to his ginormous ears versus the rest of him. Apparently it has been confirmed and stated by someone with authority on the subject. He is a cat with very large ears. He is not a rabbit. So if you have seen Cat Icarus's original review of this game, which was actually the first video of his that I ever saw, I'm pretty sure. I think it was, yeah. He made a joke about how it's difficult to know how to pronounce the names of the characters in this game. He didn't make a joke about this name, and this name is the one I have the biggest question about. How do you pronounce this name? Is it Baloo? Is it Baloo? Is it Balue? Is it Balway? Is it, I'm surprised he didn't make a joke about this name. He just said it was called value and moved on, and I'm like, I mean, I guess it's technically the word value, but with a B instead of a V, but which, come to think of it, those two sounds are the same in Japanese, which this is a Japanese game. Or Caddy said it was a Swedish-Japanese hybrid? Not sure about that. I don't do research generally going into these. But anyway, yeah, please tell me in the comments, how is this name pronounced? Because I don't know. Also, how do you pronounce her name? Lefis, 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 Lefis? Pretty much all the names you could do the joke with, but Caddy only did it with Klonoa and Hupow. Huey Pow. Klonoa is... I know Klonoa is pronounced Klonoa. I know that for a fact. Pretty much every other name in this game, Caddy wasn't too off the mark to say, how do you pronounce this game? Yeah, this is in fact Liffy's face. Her hair is tied into two, like, cords at the side of her head. So no, this is not a torso, this is a face.
Where are you?
Excuse me, sir. As always, I have the sound turned off for myself, but the music in this game, like all the best games, top tier. Oh, this is where I came in. Okay. Got a little turned around there, sorry. As for these pickups we're collecting, don't worry about it. It's your typical get 100 of the thing to get a new life system. That is a checkpoint. Okay, so here's a bit of a puzzle. Not really, but... Or maybe... No, maybe it's not puzzle time yet. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, I was getting ahead of myself. Never mind. So here's a question. Which way do we not go? See, that's always the trouble in games like this. Which way is the wrong way? Because I want to go the wrong way first. I think this is the wrong way. Nope. No, it is not. Or maybe it is. I'm going to go back and forth until I figure out which way is the wrong way. I might cut something here. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm way more familiar with the sequel, which, is on the PS2, incidentally, which, kinda sorta disqualifies it from RGOGNOCA in a bit of a way. See, here's the thing. There are a lot of hidden gems on the PS1. There are a couple on the PS3. But there aren't really many good games no one cares about on the PS2, because the PS2... Not for nothing, the PS2 is basically the most beloved console of all time. More or less. I'm not 100% on that. I'm not stating that as fact, but that kind of seems like the case, and if it was, it would be correct. Because the PS2 was amazing. Full backwards compatibility with the PS1, which had some of the best games ever. And it also had some great games. Hey, I needed that. Okay, that was the wrong way. Good. I got a life, which is what that coin was. I got health, because if you didn't notice, I was about to die. So yeah, this game is, it's not very complicated. I mean, the puzzles do get more complicated as the game goes on, obviously. But I wouldn't call it... I wouldn't call it... Yeah, that was the whole level. So... Yay! This is not a difficult game, is what I'm trying to get at. It's not hard to wrap your head around, and it's not hard to 100%. I think I have to press a button here. Yes, I do. Not gonna save just yet. Because I don't know if this video has corrupted. Ah. Gotta get that. How? Okay, maybe I spoke too soon. Did you? Oh dear. Yeah, that's the thing about when you're carrying an enemy, it means you can't fit under low ledges. I am not sure how I'm supposed to deal with that. Like this, perhaps? Also, what this fairy is doing is it's doubling the stones I collect. Yeah, this game... So yeah, this game isn't beloved for its complexity. It is beloved for its extremely distinctive style. And personally, I can't praise the style enough. It's very pretty and very unique. Like, shoot. I suck. Okay. As I was saying, something I really love about the PS1, one of my favorite things about the PS1 above all other consoles, is just how creative creators were able to get with character, monster level design, you know, with the art. And this game is a shining example of that. Like, Klonoa is probably the most comprehensible looking creature in the game because he's a cat with big ears. But these things are called moos. And, you can't really compare them to anything, you know? And I love that about this game and the sequel also, which reuses a lot of these enemies, but also introduces some new ones, and even the reused ones are upscaled for the PS2. Because these aren't really anything in particular, you know? They're just things. I don't know if maybe they would be more of a thing if I was Japanese. But, and look at these things. Like, what are these? They're just cute things that are cute. This game is very cute and very charming. Hold on to that. And then there's this part. Sometimes there are on-rail segments where you are expected only to jump. Oops. Probably shouldn't have jumped there. And backtracking isn't very much a thing in this game. If you miss something in a level, you kind of have to play the whole level over again. But that's not likely to happen. It might happen. We shall see. But I don't think it will. Oh, funny thing about these things. You see how they're all spiky? Yeah. Because what you're doing is you're inflating these things. These creatures. And so, if you bring it to something spiky, it pops. Okay, that tells me there wasn't a way to go back there, but wasn't there though? I felt like there was. What's up here? Ugh. See, this is the problem. Like I said, once you hit a certain degree of, once you get through a level to a certain degree, there is no backtracking. So I am concerned Also, if you couldn't figure it out, those eggs, they can't be popped with the little shooter. They have to be hit with an enemy. So, I basically said, I mean, there's going to be little instances here and there of, like, times things are thrown into the mix, but for the most part, I've already told you pretty much how the entire game works. It doesn't... This game's idea of increasing difficulty is increasing the complexity of the situation you navigate with the base mechanics, not increasing the complexity of the mechanics. If that makes sense. Which I respect. I am dead. And yeah, checkpoints are hard checkpoints, so all that stuff I just got, I have to get it again. Wonderful. I want to go that way because there's a thing there. So you may have noticed at the bottom right there, there are these 6 panels that we're trying to turn by getting those things in that bubble over there. The game doesn't actively explain this for some reason. I'm not sure why. I'll explain it later. Exactly what this mechanic is supposed to mean. Don't worry about it right now. Okay, seriously, is this the right way or is that the right way? Both ways involve going through a door and I'm scared. Okay. And enemies respawn continuously, so you mostly don't have to worry about anything. Like, if a puzzle requires enemies, the game will respawn them, so you don't... You know. It's a very forgiving game in that sense. But once you go too far, you can't backtrack in certain areas, so... I guess that's not completely forgiving. I was very certain I was dead there. Not sure why I wasn't. I guess... What the... Oh yeah, this thing. This is a thing that throws spiky bombs by doing that, apparently. Shoot. Oh, I just got a checkpoint, I'm fine. But yeah, this is, for the most part, this is a game that really speaks for itself. Like, there's not a ton I can say that can't be conveyed by just watching what's happening on the screen. Forget how to get over there. Ow. Ow. I'm gonna go back now. That's the thing. This game has a lot of branching paths and like... I'm trying to stop using filler words. I'm failing quite miserably, as you can tell. But... Oh, for the love of... Remember how I said this game wasn't hard? It's not really. I'm just getting old. Ow. Oh. So yeah, the really cool thing about the 2.5D in this game is that, like, you're only able to move left and right and jump. But the area, like, twists around itself in a 3D environment, which is really cool. If you're gonna do it this way, this is the ideal way, in my opinion. Because I'm not... Okay, so here's me being a millennial piece of garbage. I don't generally like 2D games. Generally not a fan because, and you know, again, this is just me just being a jerk. I don't like feeling like I'm just looking on at a cross section on a screen, you know? Oh, we've reached the end of the level. But yeah, I'll probably go into that in the next episode.
Jerk. Right up at that, Daddy. Gargalot. Ever gargalot means the world lunch. Teleculario. Vas buque ahorita lunch.
See her hair pieces? If you saw her hair pieces, that's what I meant. That was not her torso, that was her face. I just realized something. Based on the way big villain guy, Gadius, I guess is what we're gonna go with, is pronouncing his minion's name. It's pronounced Joka, which is, you know, how the word Joker would be pronounced in Japanese. Because if you don't know about Japanese, which I know about the language, I don't know much of the language, but I know about it fairly well. Every syllable in Japanese can only end with a vowel sound or an N. So when they have to adopt English words that end with other consonant sounds, they either add the consonant version of that sound followed by the U sound, or they just chop off the consonant sound. So Joka here, if that's how you pronounce this guy's name, his name is just Joker, is what I'm getting at here. Night Sky Guy. See what I mean about the creature designs in this game? Like, what is that thing? What could that thing possibly be? I've been informed that there is a Klonoa, like, 3D, like, HD remaster of this game. There's no way it could look nearly as good as this. Like, PS1 graphics allowed for some crazy incredibly trippy creature designs, and I love all of them. Everything that tried to go for surreal instead of realistic tends to look fantastic on the PS1. And yeah, now we have a boss fight. Okay. Yeah, though that flashing is iframes. So yeah, this is how every 2 levels go. You get like 2 platforming sections followed by a boss fight. And that's every chapter. It's a little less formulaic in the sequel, but... How'd that miss? Excuse you. The chapters are called Visions for reasons you'll understand at the end of the game.
Kuro, wanyu mani waryu.
Wanyu mani?
Wawafu.
Na?
Yamakaruku manu.
Sawa? Popi. Ahu. Dojiki, monato waru?
Wafu. Manu wafu. Manu wafu. Wafu mamura gadi. Wamu karubamiu. Rupurumu reko wafu. Kuro, paruti foro mani ababa.
Ladu, wani rupu.
Wafu.
So what we're doing is we're rescuing creatures. The game hasn't told us from what yet. Anyway, not as short of an episode as I was expecting it to be. Mostly because I was babbling, but still. That's presumably what you guys are here for some reason. So, I'm getting this video here. Thank you so very much for watching if you did. And I look forward to seeing you next time.